Hello, everyone. Welcome to Math Lab again. Today, I'm going to show you something fun in Excel. We are going to turn numbers into colorful pictures called charts. Charts make numbers easier to see and understand. So our objectives for this class, by the end of the lesson, grade 5 students will be able to enter simple data into Excel, create a basic column chart and pie chart, and then also explain what the chart shows in their own words. Okay, so now let's go into our Excel worksheet. So we can go to our Excel icon, our toolbar. You just click and then there we go. Okay, so this is how our worksheet in Excel looks like. Okay, and then we've seen graphs and pie charts in our mathematics textbooks, but here in Excel, it can make it appear nicer and then also appealing, right, to the eyes. So think of your favorite fruit. Okay, we are going to use our favorite fruits as example for our data sets. Okay, before we can draw the charts, we need data sets. So we are going to use our favorite fruit for our data set. So now I'm going to click on the first cell in column A. Okay, so this side is going to be our list of fruits. Okay, so we can click in here, put the cursor on the line to extend it. So now we don't have some letters going out of the box, all right? That's the cells. Okay, and then in cell B, we are going to put the numbers of students. Okay, so we are going to do similar thing here. We click on the B column, we put the cursor on the line, and then we extend it. There we go. Okay. So with the list of fruits, we can put here bananas, bananas, mangoes, grapes, um, oranges. Okay, let's try to add one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. We did that. Okay, apples. Okay, and then we put random numbers for their frequencies. Okay, so let's say bananas. We have 25 students who like bananas the most, and here let's say 16 for grapes, let's say 18 for oranges, let's say 13, and for apples, let's say 9. Okay, so now we have our data set, so we can go ahead to create our charts once we have our data set. So let's begin with creating a column, all right? So we have to first of all highlight our data set. So we are going to highlight everything we have right in here, and then it looks like this. And then we go to the Insect tab. So we are on the Insect tab. On the Insect tab, then we go all the way to this icon right here. When you put the cursor there, it reads insert colon or bar chart. That means if you wish to insert colons, you would have it here. So you just have to click it, and then we have 2D colons, 3D colons. So let's just choose one from the 2D colons, and then it looks like this. So we have the colon chart for our favorite fruits. You see, it's so easy, right? Okay, then let's try to create a pie chart. So we go back to insert, then the pie chart icon, we click on it. Also choosing something from the 2D pie, we have this. We can drag it to the side. Okay. Oh, see, we lost our colon chart. So let's go back, insert. Okay. So you can actually drag it, okay, to any location you would want to keep this. So let's leave this right here. Then we highlight them once again. Let's go to insert, pie charts. Then we choose, okay, we have our pie charts right here. Okay. We can also customize them, okay? Supposing you don't want this design with this plus sign, no, sorry, with this brush over here, when you click on it, you have style, you have color. So with the style, you can actually choose a different style for your column chart. You can choose this depending on your preference. So you can actually customize it, okay? Yeah. Similarly, you can click on the color and then you choose something different. There you go. You have a different color, all right? We can do a similar thing with the pie chart. So we click on this. Then we get different styles. We can choose to pick this where it shows the percentages right in here. Okay. And then looking at the column chart, you can easily see that lots of students like bananas, right? Because that is the tallest bar. It's easy without reading the figure. You can see it's the tallest bar. So 25, right? Okay. Same with the pie chart. When you look at it, 31 has the biggest portion, okay? So without the percentages indicated right here, you can easily identify. And then looking at this, the purple one is the smallest. It has the smallest part. So that means, and then we have the key here. Do not forget. The key helps us to read our chart, okay? So like the purple here, when you go to purple, it represents apples, right? So you can tell that students, you can tell that students that like apples the most are the very few on the chart, right? They have the least part on the chart. Okay. So we can say that from our discussion so far, we can say that colon charts compares who has more or less. just like looking at bananas has the tallest bar, followed by grapes, and that is it. And then with the pie chart, it shows part of a whole, just like having one orange and cutting them into different parts. Okay, that is the rationale behind it. Okay, so now think of your favorite hobby. Could you make a chart of how many classmates like different hobbies? In our next lesson, I would want to see your charts, all right? Okay, so a quick review of our lesson today. Which chart shows part of a whole? Which chart shows part of a whole? And the right answer is pie chart. And then our second review question, which chart shows comparisons? Which chart shows comparisons? And the answer is column charts. So charts aren't just for fruits, okay? We can use charts to represent our test scores, our favorite sports, or even tracking how many hours you play your games at home, okay? All right. So next time you see numbers, try turning them into charts. Thank you and have a nice day.